In the Bernina 480 sewing machine, the plus that sits at the end of the stitch is where you can get into the memory or like a combination mode. It is where you can bring decorative stitches in together and they can all hang out in a row. For example, you can put multiple stitches. I touched 3 different stitches and it says I am on stitch 1 of 3. I can see which one I've selected based on which one is blue. When I go to stitch it out, those 3 stitches will sew in that order and then repeat until I tell it to stop. It also gives me the length of each of those stitches in the memory, and if I needed to delete something, touch the eye and touch the trash can. So once I'm done, I can go and kind of start back at the beginning. So if you ever get to this point and you're wondering where your stitch went, you accidentally touched the plus button. So touch it and up comes the last stitch that you were on. So go ahead, we're going to combine a couple stitches. This is also how we can combine letters and make sentences. So depending on what you're looking for, so if I wanted to put one of those and let's see what else I want to put in, and a star, then as I sew these stitches, and I can just go ahead and start to stitch, I'll go ahead and get that combination started here. Whichever is blue is what it's stitching on right now. When I feel like I want it to end, use the function button on the front of the machine, the pattern end, and it will finish the pattern you're on and lock it. No, it doesn't lock it unless you tell it to, but this is what we're talking about. All of a sudden we have a decorative stitch that looks nothing like just a simple row of stars or just a simple row of those ovals there. Again, when I want to erase those, touch the eye and delete them out. Let's go ahead and try that again with a different combination. Let's go ahead and use, we'll go over to one of the other menus here. So if I wanted to put in a star and there's so many fun things that we can do here. How about a star and a umbrella? And let's say we wanted to save that. It's going to stitch out about the same as what I just showed you. When you're ready to save a combination, you can come over to the heart. When you've touched the heart, the folder with the arrow pointing into it is what you are wanting to save. Go ahead and confirm that, and it has saved it somewhere in your machine. Again, if you come back to the eye, delete that out. Let's save one more combination because I want to show you how you retrieve them and then also how to delete them once you're done using them. So here, we'll just do a couple different ones. I put 4 in there. Also too, if you do want to change any settings to a stitch, as long as it's selected, you can make it shorter or longer, and then again you can make it shorter or longer and smaller. You decide how you want to save it. So let's save this whole combination with those changes. And so I touch the heart, touch the folder with the arrow pointing in. I see I already have that other one in there. Okay, so let's just delete this out just so nothing's on the screen, and we'll even close out the memory. Okay, so when you are just in a normal setting of straight stitches, if you go to the heart, you do not have an option to get to those saved combination stitches. You do need to actually have the plus open, and you will find there is a new feature, the one with the 3 little squares with the arrow pointing out. That would allow me to choose, say, the first one that I wanted to actually retrieve. And if I did, after I sewed it, maybe I was done with it, I can also touch the trash can and it would say, all right, which ones do you want to delete? I can go ahead and touch it and confirm, yes, I want to delete it, or no, I want to keep it. So you can decide which ones to keep and when you are done using that. So just remember, when you are working with the memory, just go ahead and open the plus. If there's something there and you are ready for new, just open up the eye and touch the trash can. Start with a clear screen and begin putting the stitches together you want to combine.